Good morning. Good morning. Today I'm going to be sharing about some decluttering experiences I have been having. So I'm going to. Good morning. I know this is Memorial Day weekend for those of us in the United States. And I'd like to take this time to just kind of share with you some things I have been doing. I've been doing some decluttering actually all this week, and I'm taking like chunks each and every day just to kind of work through my own stuff. And today I'm going to share with you that container that had all of the personal stuff, the stuff that's hard to get rid of. And good morning, Stephanie. Thank you for joining me this morning. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I am getting rid of in my own personal decluttering process. So first you see here is a card, and it was actually a birthday card that I got from my mom. But as I went through all the cards, because I still have all the cards that she gave me, this is a duplicate. So I don't need to have two of the same cards. This pile here are all the cards that my dad gave to my mom, specifically the Valentine's Day, the Christmas cards. And there were so many. So I'm not getting rid of all of them, but these I just felt they were just kind of on the generic side. So those are getting tossed. We've all been to weddings. We've gotten those cute little party favors. And this is a party favor. So I am going to figure out by this weekend what I can use it for. If I can't, out it goes. You know what these are. These are those 3.5 discs that we all have somewhere in our homes. And I know exactly what's on here, but since I don't have a computer that can access them and I'm not going through all the trouble to try to transfer the files because they're not important, they're just my thoughts and ideas, out they go. This cutesy little envelope that says Miss Janet, let me pull it back with little hearts, was something a neighbor gave to me. And of course this young man, he's a young man now, is good morning Gabe 70. Thank you for joining me. So this young man is, I think, on his way to college. I don't need to keep this anymore. These are hello, and good morning, hello from Russia. And so these are journals. We all have them. So this weekend, I am going to actually kind of read through them to see if it's anything that I can use, maybe possibly for a book idea, but they're probably just my random thoughts. So therefore, I'm going to read through these. I'm going to give myself a nice tall glass of lemon water and just sit through and read through them. And last but not least, I'm going to read a letter. And I'm going to turn the camera. Because, you know, a lot of times we keep those letters and those envelopes from people near and dear to us. And I had this envelope, and I know why I kept it, because on the envelope it said it was from Aunt Ruth, my Aunt Ruth, who has passed away. So last night, as I went through that box, and I admit to you, I didn't go through everything because I still have all the letters that my mom wrote me when I was in college. So I was not emotionally ready for that. But I decided to go through a few letters, and I want to read this letter. Thank you so much for the heart, because I want you to know that sometimes we're holding on to stuff that we really don't need to hold on to. So this is what the letter says. It says, "Dear Janet, just a note, Jimmy gave me the new information. We talked to Rose yesterday, who is a cousin. Jimmy's a cousin too. I left a message to James, my brother. We'll call you later." That's it. That is the extent of the letter. So after I read it, I'm like, and I knew why this letter was written, and I knew the time period is when I was taking care of my mother. But this letter is not really that sentimental. I mean, yes, I love my Aunt Ruth, and I still have another letter that she wrote me that was a little bit more personal, more detailed. But this little piece of paper is going. So I just wanted to share with you. You are not the only ones out there who may have stuff that you need to get rid of. We all have sentimental stuff in our lives, and that is why in my own personal life, I'm going to take my glasses off because of the glare. in my own personal life, I try to at least once a year, but possibly every 6 months, go through my stuff, because I've been holding on to this letter and it's dated 2001. So I've been holding on this letter for a long time, and now I'm ready to let it go, just like I'm ready to let go. I finally went through all of those cards, found that there was a duplicate, and I went through the cards my dad gave my mom, and I'm like, well, you know, some of these really are just like general cards. Others are more personal. And of course, the favors that we keep, the discs that we keep, the cutesy things that kids give us, and now they're grown off and they're having lives of their own. So all of that stuff attributes to all the stuff we have in our home and our lives. And remember, 80% of the stuff we keep, we never reference again. So as you continue on your journey to living that organized life, schedule time every 6 months, at least once a year, and maybe just go through a small container of stuff. And hey, invite a friend over to help you go through that process. So for those of you who are celebrating Memorial Day, have an awesome weekend. And of course, be sure to visit me on my website at janetmtaylor.com if you're interested in joining my Facebook group, which is actually seeing a behind the scenes of some other things I am working on in my home, because this is my declutter weekend for me. So they're getting a behind the scenes look at some things. But also if you want some one-on-one work with me. So have a clutter-free day, and most of all, have an organized week. And thank you so much for the great weekend greeting. Unfortunately, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see it. And thank you so much for the heart. So join me next weekend, and be sure to subscribe. So have an awesome day.